Hi, welcome back to Sadie's Spincraft. Today's video is part 2 of how much I can spin with 5 grams of fibre. I told you in part 1 it was 10 grams. I lied to you. It was actually 5. And the reason I thought it was 10 is because when I was weighing it, I wasn't on a straight surface, so it was -5. And I'm going, no, that's not right. So I'd add another one. Yeah, it didn't work. I don't know how I ended up with 5 grams, but I ended up with 5 grams. So we're carrying on with 5 grams, and today we're going to do it on the drop spindle, and I'm choosing my second Temu spindle. I like this one. It's nice and light. It spins wonderfully. I'll show you. This fibre here, I found, hang on, that's the bit I'm going to spin. That's the 5 grams. I've put it on my hand carders and done Rolex. So I found my broken Turkish spindle. This was the 3D printer one, printed, and that's all I've got left. I don't know where the shaft's gone, but that's the bit that broke. So I'm wondering if I can fix this by shaving down a pencil or something, shaving down something somewhere. I'll find something in this house or garden. I'm putting it through and seeing if I can't save it, because I liked this one because it was small. Like I said, I enjoyed it, and this was the fibre I was spinning on it, which is like, I do believe, by looking at it, we've got cashmere, we've got right, we've got cashmere, we've got silk merino, we've got, what's that one, bamboo, we've got sari silk, we've got Firestar and Angelina, from what I can see looking through it. So what I've done is I've broken off 5 gram and I've re-carded it and made a couple of Rolags from the 5 gram. We're going to get this 5 gram spun and see how many yards I can get. Then I will do part 3 and we'll see how far we can get with 5 yards on the spinning wheel. So this is my little experiment that I can't remember which subscriber it was, whether it was Barbara, Ida, or I've forgotten, Ethereal. It's one of those 3. I can't quite remember. And I thought it were a fantastic idea, so I stole it. Well, I can't steal something that they suggested to me, but that's not the point. I stole it. I feel better stealing it. So yeah, I'm going to stop messing with this fibre. You can tell it was done a long time ago. You can tell it's been in the car. And I do believe that white is not just cashmere, but a bit of BFL as well. Anyway, yeah, so that's the fibre we're spinning today, and you might see a video on me fixing my Turkish spindle. We'll see how far I get. If I find all stuff that I want or need, or that I think I need, I'll start making a video. So to start off with, you will notice Sadie doesn't use a leader for top whirl drop spindle, and I'll show you why. So I use my hook, draft, I need to, hang on, I need to plonk that in there. So start again. I just hook it on and give it a bit of twist. There you go, that's your leader. As easy as that. So while I get it ready, I do like to park and draft. So I've parked it between my knees, I've left the twist, and then I've just drafted slightly, and I'll let that go up. Then we'll add some more twist, park and draft, park and draft. So it's not quite long enough, so I'm going to keep going because I need a leader. So there we go. This is where I start. How do I put it? I don't park and draft anymore. I've grown up. As you can see, it's still spinning away. It's an absolutely wonderful. It spins for fun. So once you've got enough of a leader, come down and you wrap it around your shaft like so, and then back up. I tend to wrap it around the hook so that it doesn't slip off. So I'm going to be quiet now and I'm going to get some spinning done, and we'll see how many yards we get from 5 grams on a top whirl spindle. Hang fire, that was way too quick and too short. There we go. That's if I can be quiet. I'm not sure I can. It's me. I do struggle being quiet because I do like, or should I say I don't like the quietness. I'd rather be in a bit of noise. I'm so used to, one, having kids running around, and 2, just birds, traffic noise, wagons, police sirens, the usual shabuncle, that I can't cope with the quiet. It's too much. So I'm gonna set you up so you can see me doing this stood up, because I do get more yardage stood up and it goes a lot quicker when I'm stood up. So I'm just going to pop this down, get stood up, we'll go from there. So let's get this back where it needs to be. Oh, what am I doing? It wasn't that I needed to do. I need to chuck that in there. Let's go. Starting to slow down a bit, so I'm just going to give it another can't see what I'm doing, all you can see is me, my torso, so let's just move you up a bit more so you can actually see what I'm doing. Might help. Right, so wrap that back up. So on the leg I'm going to draft, but allow the twist up. Once you've drafted, make sure you pinch so that the twist doesn't go into the fibre, but you want the twist to run up where you have drafted. Give that another waff. And you'll notice I hold it at eye level so that I can see what I'm doing. As you can see, I do spin a lot quicker on this spindle than I did on the other Turkish spindle, because I think the other that Turkish spindle was too heavy for the way I spin. It'll be good for if you're a new spinner and you spin thick yarns, or if you're somebody who likes to spin art yarns. I think that would be perfect. But because I spin fine, it's just too heavy for what I do. So yesterday I had to, well, not yesterday, but when I did part 1, I had to adjust the way I drafted so that I could get a yarn out of it, because it broke 3 times, I think, before I went, I've had enough of this. So I'm gonna take a seat, hopefully make this look a bit artistic. I do make myself laugh. I'm gonna try and make it look artistic. Oh, right, I'm gonna get you set back up. Hopefully you'll see it all being spun today. So I did end up doing a little bit off camera just because my phone died. So tiny little bit were done off camera. I'd say about 5 minutes worth. Not much. What was I gonna say something. That's it. So far, I want you to comment below whether I'm gonna have less, same, or more yards from this one. We are gonna have to do a part 4 because I need to see if I can get further on the little one, because I'm gonna fix this today. We might even do it in this video, but I might even do it as its own video. I don't know yet. So let's keep going. Stop chatting, Sadie. Keep spinning. But yeah, comment below, without cheating and going to end, how many yards do you think I will get out of this 5 grams? Will it be less than 14? Round about the same as 14, or more than 14? Because I am a lot quicker on this one. I'm hoping that this full video will be of me spinning and plying all of this, because I'll have to take it off into I won't do a ply bracelet because it'll be too much, but I will take it off into a ball where I keep one part on my thumb or on my finger, and rest I'll take off onto my thumb, then take it off my thumb and then ply it. If you've never seen that before, I'll show you that as well. I don't know if you've ever made a ball of yarn on a stick. That's basically what you're doing on your thumb. So we're still on the first row lag. And there's 3 to spin. So that should give you a little guesstimate as to where you think the yards will be. Not got much of a cob on there yet. We say, have you got cob on when someone's sulking? I don't know if it's a Yorkshire saying or what, but it's like, oh, look at you, you got cob on. You got cob on for. So, yeah. There you go. A random meaning, or saying rather, from my neck of woods. Just like when it's heavily raining, I'll say it's siling it down. My friend Wendy had never heard that before, and she's only over border in Liverpool. She likes it. It's siling it down. People are just funny. Or is that just me? I'm just the funny head. Right, I need to shut up so I can forward at least some of it. Oh yeah, I'll let you know. Golden Blues Festival's on, so you'll hear a lot of sirens. It's a 4-day weekend of a music festival of the blues. A bit of Aretha Franklin and stuff, and modern times, and yeah. I'm a Blues Brother fan. I like the film and their songs. I just can't be quiet, can I? I can't shut up. I must love the sound of my voice. I must do. Come on, Sadie, better posture, lass. When you get good, you'll be able to walk with it, you know. But you need to be able to be good enough to draft and walk and spin at the same time. I don't think I'm that good. I might be able to, because I can look in camera and see what I'm doing. Sort of. I suppose I'm not seeing what I'm doing. I can feel what I'm doing. Wow. Right, it's nearly time to show you how to connect another put my teeth back in, another row lag. So I'll get to end of this bit and show you what we do from there. And don't worry about dropping it. Why do you think it's called a drop spindle? Because it's a spindle that can be dropped, and because it hangs in the air as well. But we'll leave that at that. Right, I can feel I'm coming to end of that now, so I'm gonna do it the easy way of park and draft for you. For you newbies, because you're just amazing at wanting to spin, and well, you need the easiest way possible so that you can enjoy it and not get frustrated. So we've kept some fluffy bit at the end, we've parked it in his knees. We'll get another one out. It's rather long, so for now, put that in there. Then you're going to get that, and you're going to place that over the end and bring that down. Sort of encompass the old fluff in with the new fluff. Alright. I'm just going to tuck a bit more of that in. So then, when you draft, you incorporate the new one as you draft, and then you get a nice even join. Yeah? And there's no faffing. If by chance, say, hang on, it's not going to break right now. Say by chance it breaks, and it is like this when you want to reattach. Start further down, attach it down here, and just put a light thin layer over the top, and then when you get back you will end up being able to draft as normal. If you have a little bit of fluff on the end, do as before but with a little overlay so that it does encompass the yarn as well as the little bit of fibre that's fluffing up out at the top. I hope that made sense. Right, we don't need to be seeing that. You'll notice I do pay more attention when I'm spinning on the drop spindle, and I think that's just because I've got to keep an eye on the twist, I've got to draft, and you've got to spin it. So yeah, there's a little bit more to do on a drop spindle, but gets job done. And it's, like I say, it's magnificent for learning and having the feel of the different fibres going through your fingers. You learn what they feel like, you learn how they want to be drafted. And when you oh, look at that, it's come apart and it won't floor, we're too busy talking. So I do have a little bit of fluff on the end, so I'm going to incorporate that little bit of fluff over the top of that bit of yarn there, and I'm going to pinch it at that point. We'll wind this on. So I've got it pinched at that point, and I'm just going to add some twist. Hey, add the twist, and I'm just going to allow that to go within. There you go. You can't see where it came apart. Add some more twist, and that's when you can start going for it again. I do find spinning on this drop spindle a lot quicker than on that heavy Turkish one. Like I said, I do believe that's more for an art yarn or someone who likes to spin chunky yarns. It's not in my eyes or my opinion for fine spinners like myself. and others out there. So I don't recommend getting one off Temu unless you like thick chunky yarns. It weighs 85 grams, so it is heavy. And then when you're adding yarn as well, it's going to get even heavier. So yeah, it's not for me. I think the reason it also took so long is because I had to keep putting my arm down and resting, and then carrying on, and then putting my arm down and resting. It's not like this one that I can just keep drafting and allow the twist and just keep going. It took a lot more thought and process to go into spinning that 5 grams. Right, we're nearly at the floor. I'm trying to stay on in view. Words out wording today. I don't think words have been wording since I started perimenopause. Get a lot of brain farts. A lot. I thought I were bad before, but no, it's not. It's nothing. Ooh, look, I nearly dropped it. See that? Weren't paying attention. I didn't have my pinch on. So if you haven't already, put your guess down below on whether it's going to be less, the same, or more than the Turkish spindle in part 1. Try to get a bit of extra out of it. That's fire engine, that one. I wonder where that's going. It's going up Skipton Road somewhere. Well, it's definitely a lot quicker than the spindle. I mean the Turkish spindle, because we're still on a spindle, Sadie. We're still on a spindle. Ooh, 2 fire engines! Could have been a crash. Just because, yeah, it's a fire engine don't mean it's a fire round here. Someone's cat could be stuck in a tree. Even though cats don't get stuck in trees. Or there could be a fire. Now if that's ambulance or police, it could be a crash. I just need to hit engine not. That's an ambulance. So it's... Ow, it's something serious. That's another fire engine. Ooh. So we've got 3 fire engines. An ambulance go past. It could have been police. I've that with 4 fire engines. Or it could have been fire marshal. He goes in his own car or truck or whatever you want to call it. Well, that were a bit of excitement, wasn't it? Shame I'll never know what's gone on. So the problem we have in being on a main road, you get all the excitement of none of the what it's all been about. You get all the ooh, what's gone on, and none of the oh, right. And for someone as nosy as me, it's just not good enough. Oh, we're on floor again. Well, I think I'm going to have more. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. We never know, do we? I think we're going to double it on this one. And I think we could double the 14 on the small one. The small Turkish. So yeah, we're definitely doing a part 4. Because I can't cope with just... because I didn't like the spindle. The Turkish spindle. I don't want to add that as part of it. So that's like the guideline of where 5 gram can be. And anything over that is good, and anything under it is like, what, really? I don't think so, kind of thing. For me, that is, with being this type of spinner, you know. I can always tell when I do it with my hand because it wobbles like this. That's why I get it going on my leg, because it just seems smoother. Don't get as much of a wobble on. See, that's one for having a tantrum. Look at you having a wobble. Oh dear. Telling you all my little words. And then if someone's talking rubbish, you're either chatting bubbles or there's a sweary word one. Talking. Shh. For someone talking rubbish. Sorry, I'm leaning my arm up there. That's come apart, so get that out. Gonna be nice pliers, that. She says as she gets it stuck. Hey. Awkward sod, just undo. Oh well, don't then. Break. You piglet. It's because I did that. I'm going to take that off. Right, so we've got a snap where it's no fluff. You can either refluff it. Excuse me. Right. So we'll put this up here. You can either refluff it or do what I showed you earlier. With this, I'm just going to try and refluff it a bit. So there you go. Then I'm going to go to this other end because that's just doing me head in. And I'm going to wrap, so encompass it, and then draft it onto here. Get a good pinch and spin. Let you pig. See, we all struggle. And again, let that twist go in, then start drafting, and it's done. See, we all make mistakes. What have I done to that? See? I'm not perfect. None of us are. I'm not even sure what perfection is. It's just a word to me. I mean, I have my version of perfection, and you have your version of perfection. So everybody's version of perfection is different, so how can you have a perfection? Nothing is perfect. Even though I like the word, because I'm a bit like Mary Poppins, practically perfect in every way. And I can practically do nearly any craft because, like I say, practically perfect in every way. And my cup says it all. I am the queen of everything. And I sit here on my royal throne spinning or sewing or knitting or crocheting or blending or washing or dyeing. And now I've started embroidery, and well, that's part sewing, in it, really. Why do I need more crafts? God knows. I've even started doing vegetables and stuff. I'm gonna have 4 corn this year, 3 leeks. I've just given my next door neighbour my second cucumber and a bunch of tomatoes. I've got rhubarb growing. I'm well impressed. I'm proper embracing the 1940s dig for victory. And make do amend, like I'm going to do with me, or mend and make do, sorry. I always get that wrong way around. Mend and make do with my old Turkish spindle that I broke. Right, we're going on to the new rolag shortly. And I can't believe I've done it in nearly an hour. I think this bit is hard, well, 28 minutes I've taken to do this bit so far. It's not bad, that is it. And we finished the other one and went on to this one, so we're doing good. I do prefer this one though. Hello.
Right. Yeah.
Love you too. You see my concentration face? That's not a good thing. Oh, we're on floor again. See, I forget where I am when I'm on. Concentration face comes on. Now that's turning into quite a cob. I think we're going to have quite a bit. So if I think it hasn't got the twist or enough twist because I need to do that, I will twist it myself, just to make sure that it doesn't slip off as much. So yeah, compared to part one's 5 hours for 14 yards on 5 grams of fibre, today's has been a lot more pleasant. And I think that's just due to the spindle itself, not the fact that it's a drop spindle. Not the fact that it's a drop spin. Not the fact that, I don't know now, because I just confused myself by saying that. Right, I'm at the end. I'm going to let that twist go in. I'm going to park and draft. So I'm going to park that in between my knees. Get my last one. Pick which side I want. So I'm going to put that side in there. I'm going to choose this side to put all this together. And because they're both draftable, I can then go straight into spinning, draft it out, and I've got both now being drafted at the same time. I do hope I have explained myself properly in this video, because like I said, I'm not a drop spinner, I am a wheel spinner. I do prefer my wheel over any drop spindle any day. As much as I like to play with drop spindles, I don't think I've ever worked on one this long. Same as yesterday's. I don't think I'd ever worked on one, bar from the first time I started spinning that long because my first yarn ever did was on the drop spindle, and I looked at Chris and went, I want a wheel. And I went and got one for 30 quid, which were Jackrabbit, antique. I knew that was going to happen because it had gone right fine. Antique, and I wanted to spin on it, so I did, and it got called Jackrabbit because it went like the clappers. It was quick as quick can be. I was so shocked. So you'll notice I'm putting quite a bit of that into the fibre, and I'm going to add the twist, park it, and then draft it, and make sure that the broken yarn, like you can see it there, is going to be encompassed, because we don't want it sticking out and flicking everywhere, in the fibre. So add more twist, and up here is where that yarn is. It's about to end, and there we go. You can't tell. So add more twist, and there is nothing there to show that that yarn broke at any point. Woo! So you've seen the park and draft method, and you've seen that the normal drop spinning. I do both. Sometimes you have to, because you only have two hands, and sometimes you need three. So use your knees, or even under your arm. You can do it under your arm if you really want, but you just park it anywhere and start drafting. When you get used to it and you go out for a walk, take it with you. Do a cool walk along with your spindle. See how far you can walk before it drops. Don't matter what your yarn looks like, you're just challenging yourself. Because I can walk and spin. I have done it through Skipton Town, and nobody bats an eyelid. So don't worry about people paying attention. They don't seem to notice drop spindles as much as they do spinning wheels. But it's one of those. I think unless you're a spinner, you're not going to notice or know what a drop spindle is, to be fair. That chunk there is a bit of bamboo that I dyed. And it didn't work out first time. It went all lumpy. I think I squeezed it too much. And it didn't want to play after that. Just wanted to make a mess. A little bit more twist. And I'll stop there. Doody doody doo doo. I'm spinning some yarn. Move out of my way. I've got a jumper to knit for you. Do 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 do. Sorry. You got a glimpse inside my brain then. It can be a fun place to be at times. Go on, you. I don't like you right. I don't think I like you. Something in this fibre I don't like. And I don't know what it is. You can see it? That bit there. It looks like a dirty lock. I can't see me putting... Oh, I know what. It is a dirty lock. Well, not quite dirty, but I didn't clean my hand carders after doing the Shetland. So it's a bit of brown Shetland. That's why I don't like it with this, because it's not meant to be with this. Because this is all the super softs, not just the softs. So when I've done this, I am going to have a little break. I would like a brew and a cheeky cigarette before plying. So I'm going to need to get a box so I can put my spindle in it, ready to take all this yarn off onto a bamboo stick. Not going to do it on my thumb because that'll just irritate. I have done it before on my thumb and cut off circulation, so I have thought about that, and I really don't want to do that again. Oh, we touched the floor again. This is why I like to stand up. There's nowhere to stand up. Well, there is. I could stand up, but there's nowhere to put you that catch me all of me in frame that I can do myself because Chris is busy. Turning into a nice cob. I don't have cob on with this. La da dee, la da da, spin around, spin around. Lights on, boys. Look, how much you got? I did back and draft it because you look too close to the hook to be able to draft it, so I just parked it to get it. Quick draft. Just like inside a good tail. But if I don't, then just park and draft. And we're done. So I'm gonna now take a short break because I've been sat here for 50 minutes and I'd like a brew. So I'm gonna go and have a brew and something to eat, and I'll be back to play. So I've just had an idea, and if this works, because I've never seen anyone else do it before, I'm a genius. Right, so we've got it here, haven't we? And it's coming off that way. So if I flip that upside down, that's going to come off. And then technically, so if I just put, I need more than that. What is it not in? A magic knot. Can't even do that. The fudge. There we go. If I do that, just why? Awkward. Put that on there. Just tighten it up. Oh well, I can't tighten it up. So that's gonna come off that way at the bottom, and then that's not going to work. I need to keep hold of that somehow at the top. Now, I need to go that way around. Right, so if I keep that down here, I need to go that way around. Oh, it's going to undo it. No, I'm not a genius, and that's why they weren't doing that. So, I've got my yarn. I'm going to keep hold of this bit because I need it, and then we're going to do this, take this off into a ball, and you're going to start turning it, doing it on an angle. Once you've got it going, you're on an angle. Excuse me. I'm trying to keep the tongue out of the way, alright. Oh, will you just go sideways? I'll move you up a bit. Maybe that'll help. Right. No, it's just me. There we are. I've got to turn that at the same time. Right, you come back down here because I don't want you getting involved in all that. I need you. Ah, and that's why. Right, so you do have to keep twisting it. This is why I usually attach that to something so I don't lose it. And it's not often I do it on one of these. Right, hang fire. I have to start again. Do you know why? Because I haven't left enough long enough tail. Technically I should wrap it back onto thing, but I suppose I could do that and then start again. We'll just have that as a starter ball. Saves taking it all off, doesn't it? Right, took me a while to figure out how I was doing this again. I'll go and do that. Undo. Come on. Thank you. Oh, you bitch. So that can be one, and I'll apply that. At least I can start again with a longer tail. So first of all, magic loop, get hold of that bit so we don't lose it. Pop that over there and tighten it up. Yay! Then we're going to go further up. You're going to go, as you go over, you're going to twist it towards you, and you're doing a forward backwards motion. Really, you're just helping everything along. Will you just stay still? I've never chain plied on a drop spindle, so I'm not doing that, although I think it would have been easier. To just go from one to other. But, well, hey, I'm going to stop filming now and get this off here, because otherwise you're going to be here for another half an hour. I'm going to get this sorted. So it's time to ply. Let me just sort you out. So we've got his ball here. I'm not going to be able to hold it in my hand and ply and spin all at the same time. So I've got myself a little cup. I'm going to take that off there. We've got his centre pull bit, and we've got his outer pull, his outer part at ball. So stop pulling out. Pulled me. What is it out? Right. So to start, need my drop spindle. So we're gonna go anti-clockwise this time. So I need to put that down there, even though it's probably not gonna stay in right now. Oh, I like how you go down there. Oh, we can stay down there. Right, so I'm gonna go towards myself, so like that this time. Allow the twist in. We're gonna park and just allow that to go up. You want that to catch, you don't want it to come off. So again, back towards myself, allow that twist in, and we're just gonna allow it to just ply itself. Oh, unless you do something like that. It's already plied. it don't really matter. So I'm gonna put that on there and put and then go up there. I told you I haven't done this for years. And we're gonna get some more, and we're just gonna do it for the one twist. Take it off and then put it on there. So up on there towards you. Ah, there you are, you little monkey. I'm going to put you over my shoulder and on my knee in between. Right, so there we go. It's going to fall off again. And then I'm going to put it on here. It's not too balanced, but it will be when it comes off. So I'm trying to gauge how much towards me. Allow that to work down, because we're not doing any drafting or anything like that. We're just making sure we've got the ply on. Yay! So I'll have to do a 2-ply on the wheel and the small Turkish so that we can do a little comparison at the end. You need to come out at way. Go on, over there. Right. Towards me. Oh, I dropped that then. It's a good job it wasn't doing all else. Right. So you'll notice it doesn't take even a quarter of the time to ply, because you're not doing much work, really. It takes longer to take it off into a ball than it does to ply it. Right, you are being awkward. I'm just going to allow you to keep spinning a sec. There we go. My ball's being awkward. And if you're dirty minded, you can take that any way you want. But I'm on about my plying ball. So, if you haven't already guessed, in the comments without getting to the end, is the yarn gonna be less or more or the same yardage as the big Turkish spindle? I think there's gonna be more, personally, but then that's me. I'm spinning it. You're just watching. You could turn out. Right, so towards me. I hope to God that I didn't just go wrong way then. Not this time before. I feel like I did. Never mind. We'll find out. Let's have a look. I think it did, because it's just right. I went the wrong way the last time, so there. I thought I'd got wrong way, so we want to go towards me. Put some twist in. Towards me. You need to go down there. Right, so I've put a bit of extra in that. No, I haven't. So have I been doing this wrong way or way? No way. Let me come back. Right. So we'll try this again. Towards me. So you do get in a bit of a, oh well, I go that way, like I've just done. I'm so used to spinning it clockwise that when it came to spinning it anti-clockwise, I got a bit confuzzled. So I'm off again, redoing it all. Towards. I'm gonna have to tell myself every time, aren't I? I wonder it were looking weird. Kept looking at it going, it don't look right. Towards. You haven't even seen me talking her out. What a plonker. I've just been looking at this. So yeah, you won't have even seen the face of confusion. Right, towards. Oh, hello again. You just get in my way, you. You need to go back where you came from. I'll fling it over in a sec. This is what you put up with when you're playing on a drop spindle. Right, you, told you, over that side. You, towards me. Well, it would have been quicker if I'd have done it right the first time. Oh. Towards me. I'll put you in my hand now because you're doing my head in. You're small enough to go in my hand. I've got really itchy nose because of the fibres. Right. Towards me. And give that a little more twist. Ha ha. The yarn if Billy needs it. There is somewhere one of those paragliders. I can hear him. Right. Towards me. Just needs a little bit extra. There we go. Back up there. I think I prefer this being flung over there somewhere. It's getting tangled in my hand. My hair's tickling my face now. Do you know what? Everything's doing my head in. Right. Try again. Over. Towards me. There we go. That were a big one. It's a lot more than I thought. Do you think I think I might double it, like I said. I might even get more than 28 yards, but we'll see. So, towards me. And then we'll take it off onto knitting order and we'll find out how many yards it is. Towards me. I nearly did it away from me again then. So far, without messing around and going wrong way, I'm only at 12 minutes for plying, which I don't think's bad. To say, like I say, I went the wrong way for part of it and I had to re-spin it. We're all good in the hood. That pretty cool. Oh, got two enthralled in rolling that up then because it looked pretty. Right, towards me. Woo! That wasn't supposed to happen. Naffed up my spin a bit. It's all good. In one's hood, like I said. Right. Towards. Obviously didn't see that. Towards. Also, comment below if you'd like to see anywhere else in the countryside where I can get Chris to do information, if he knows it, and do a spin out in the wild where people can see if they were to come past. But if not, the sheep can watch. We're getting to the end of it. And do you know what? I don't even think I need to add them little bits. I don't even think it's enough for a yard. Sadie, what are you doing? Now I've got to put more twist in that, you dingbat. So I was just pulling it out of my hand because I was talking. What a weirdo. Towards. Towards me. Are you going to walk the dogs?
You will film it.
Yeah.
Oh, X-rated that. That's for age restriction.
There are already age restrictions on in case I swear. And not just that, if I don't put an age restriction on, I can't talk to my friends on the internet. Oh, I knew that were going to break because it knotted up. So I'm going to leave that bit as well. We've got a yarn. So I need to take that off onto the knitting odder and find out how many yards we've got on this top flower whirl spindle. I'll be back in a sec. So we've got the knitting odder and now we need to get the yarn. So put that in there, pull that through there. No, we're not, because it's going to make too much noise. So I'll keep hold of it with my feet. Right. So I never count the bit that goes around this, obviously, because you can't. So the yards are approximate. So I'll go with from here to here. Well, from here right back round to here. So, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, so we've hit the same as the first one. Come on, you monkeys. 8, 8. Come on. 8. Come on, you monkeys. 8. I should have to wait. 9. Oh, something's gone wrong there. 8. 9. I'll recount it. 10. 11. 12. Right, so let me fasten it all up. We've got, we'll go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 full wraps. Maybe. What the heck? I'm gonna have to attempt this again because somewhere, no, yeah, somewhere I've gone wrong. Near enough right at the beginning. That'll be because I was pulling it off. Right. Start again. I'm not doing right well today, but you're seeing that just because I do YouTube and just because I've been doing it a while. There we go, right. Doesn't mean I don't get things wrong from time to time. So, here we go. Put it back on. I need to remember where I am. Oh no. See, so much easier once it's plied. Right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 wraps is 22 yards. Yes! So we nearly doubled it. It was 14. It was 1 second. So 22 yards from 14. 14, that's 6. We've added an extra 8 yards onto that. Comment below if you think we can do better on the wheel than we have today. Are we going to get more, the same, or less than on the top whirl drop spindle? 22 yards, that's not bad for 5 gram, that, is it? So we've got 14, now we've got 22. Impressed? I am, yes. Let's see if it's balanced. No, but it will be when it gets washed, so it don't really matter. So I'll just stand on that while I twist this, because we've got to put it into... It is a lot longer than my other one, but I do use my knitting nonnies to help me twist it all up, simply because then I can put all my strength into holding my arms up rather than worrying about holding on to other stuff. So there we go. Right, fold it in half. Just tighten that side because it were a bit big. I think I'll put that inside that one because that one's more twisted. That won't really matter, will it? No. So, there we have 22 yards done on the top whirl drop spindle. So we've beat the heavy, big, horrible Turkish. But can we do better on this broken Turkish? And can we do better on the wheel? Let's find out with at least one of them in part 3. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to Lady Bentley for the super thanks. Thank you very much. Thank you to all the returning subscribers. Thank you to all the new subscribers. And if you are new to the channel and you've enjoyed watching this, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more random uploads, because they are random, a bit like me. No matter where you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night time, I want you to do what you love doing. Love and hugs to all you fantastic people out there. I'll definitely see you all again very soon. Goodbye, my beautifuls. Mwah.